Hello, fourth graders, and happy Thursday or Friday. And welcome to your reading, writing, and expedition video for today. So give us 1 second for it to load, and then we will get started. So maybe while this is loading, I want you to think about what in your house uses energy. So think right now, what in your house uses energy? And see, can you write us in the comments what on Firefly, what is something in your home that uses energy? Like I know this plant right over here, this plant is going to create its own food. It's going to use energy from the sun in order to live. I know this lamp is going to use energy. Like it has to be plugged in order for that lamp to work. So those are two things in my home that I know use energy. Think to yourself too, what else in your home uses energy? And if you're doing this video on your own, write it to us in the comments. What uses energy? And this ties us into what we're going to work on today is I can make a KWL chart about energy and start reading and thinking about our science expedition on energy. All right. So there's going to be a energy video posted for you on Firefly. So I'll let you watch that on your own. And while you watch that, you'll think about some words about what's already sticking out to you about energy. What do you understand about it already, just at the beginning of our expedition? Here, I'm going to skip past this. You can watch it on your own on Firefly. Great. And now we're going to start to fill out a KWL chart. So what do we know already? What's already in our brains? What's something we have a question about? What's something we're wondering or want to know? And eventually we're going to fill in this learned side too. So know. What do you know already about energy? So I could say right now, that plant in my apartment, I know that that uses energy from the sun in order to make food for itself and grow. So I know that plants use energy from the sun in order to grow. I talked about that lamp too. I know I know that lamps have to be plugged um, in order to have energy to turn on. What else do you know about energy? So think to yourself now, what do you already know about energy, about electricity, where it comes from? What do our bodies use energy? Like, do you ever hear people say, I'm really low energy today, or I'm really high energy? What does that mean? What gives us the energy? So if you know this already, you could put this eventually in your own know column. But if this is something you want to know, I could want to know how how do oops, how do our bodies get energy? Hmm? Maybe I want to know, so I know that lamp needs to be plugged in, but where does that energy come from? It's plugged in. Where does the energy come from that it's plugged into? I want to understand that better. Where does the energy come from that the lamp uses? Okay, so these are two questions that I'm wondering that maybe I'm hoping over the course of our unit together, we could figure this out. Think to yourselves too, this is a big part of being scientists is asking questions. Scientists are always asking questions, are curious and want to know and try to figure out these answers. Okay, so We're thinking like scientists and asking these questions. So, what you all are going to do now is this is what you would do if you're in the classroom. But if you're not in the classroom, what you will do is you'll go to today's Firefly page. So if I'm a bee and I'm doing this on Thursday, I'll go to my Firefly page. And this is going to direct me as to exactly what I need to do. So you watch today's lesson, you watch the energy video we talked about, then you're going to fill in your own KWL chart. So you're going to click on this link that takes you to Google Classroom, and it should take you right to your document. If it's not working on your computer for whatever reason, you'll look in Google Classroom for the document that's called KWL chart or energy KWL chart. And you'll click on your copy of this document and you're going to write in to the know and the want to know columns. So just like you saw me do, you're going to fill this in with what are a few things that you already know. What's already in your brain about energy? Then you're going to write in here, just like I did, what are some of those scientific questions you're already thinking about? What do you want to know? What could we try to discover together? And start writing that in this column. So that's going to be your first step is fill in the know and want to know. And then I'm going to go back to Firefly and it tells me here what we're going to do next. So after we fill out the K and the W in our KWL chart, then you're going to read an energy book in Epic. So you're going to click on this link to Epic and it's going to take you to your Epic page. And you're going to click on, there should be like a little bell up here. For me, it looks different because I have the teacher view, but it's going to be right up here is this bell. You're going to click here. See if it'll work for me. Okay, so if I go to, it should come down with these options. Oh, like there. You'll click on where it says assignments. You'll click on assignments and that'll take you to, it's different in my view, right? But it's going to take you to your energy collection. So click on this energy collection. And these are all books that are going to help us think about and answer some of these energy questions, some of these science questions that we are asking already. So you're going to look through, there's so many books here. You're going to look through, see what you notice, look for one that looks really interesting to you and click on it and check when you click on it, make sure it looks at a good reading level for you. So when you're looking through, are you able to read all of these words? Are there too, if you're able to read all these words, that's great. If it seems too easy, maybe go back and pick another book. If it seems too hard, go back and find another book that's right at your reading level. So it might take you a few minutes just to look through this book, just like you would do if you were in the classroom, and make sure it's a good fit for you. If there's more than, on one of these pages, like more than 3 words that are too hard, go back to another book. Okay, there are books of a lot of different levels here for you all to read and learn about energy. So after you find a book that you're really interested in, read that book for like 15 to 20 minutes. And when you're done reading that book, go back to your KWL chart and now fill in the what I learned. So for example, if I'm reading this book on, we were looking at the solar power one. If I'm reading this book about solar power, I'm going to write in some things that I've learned. So let's see, the power of the sun. Every day the sun shines down on Earth. It floods the planet with energy in the form of heat and light. This energy is free. It will never run out. We can use this power to heat air and water. We can use it to cook food. We can turn it into electricity to power our TV and lights. So awesome. I already learned so much about energy. So I'm going to go back to my document and I'm going to write in what I learned. I learned that the energy from the sun is free and will never run out, at least as long as the sun is there. We can use it for to we can use it for electricity, they were saying. We can use it We can use it for many things. I'm going to leave it there for now. This is what I've learned so far. Then I'm going to go back. I'm going to keep reading and keep adding to this. See if you can get 5 facts, 5 things you've learned about energy already. Okay, everybody? After you finish this, after you fill out this whole chart, you are done for today and you can mark the task as done. Okay? Great work, everybody. Keep it up. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.